Hello, my name is Lewis and welcome to Gathering the Magic. In today's video we're going to be looking at the top 10 best Simic commanders in Magic the Gathering. Yep, it's time to start ranking those dual colour commanders and we're starting with arguably the most popular and hated colour combination. Don't forget to like this video and smash that subscribe button for all things MTG. And check out our link tree down below in the description for all our social medias and card affiliate links. Now, let's get right into the video. Coming in as the 10th best Simic commander, we have Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. Yes, the Theros Beyond Death Elder Giant that was banned a few months ago in Standard.
His eyes look sad.
Why is Uro so popular as commander? Because he does so much. Firstly, stack your deck with those 1-drop mana dorks, because there is a super strong chance you can get Uro out turn 2. When Uro ETBs or attacks, you gain 3 life, draw a card, and put a land from your hand to the battlefield. So with this deck, you want to start putting in those creatures with landfall triggers, as you're hopefully going to be playing 2 land a turn, and then have 2 opportunities for all those landfall triggers to trigger. And if you're feeling extra greedy, add in all those creatures that allow you to play extra land a turn, and in green, there are loads of them. Before you know it, you can get out that Scoot Swarm, mutate an Auspicious Starix onto it, play more land, create a 6/6 army, win the game, and reduce your opponents to tears. But give them a hug afterwards, you evil Uro player. For the 9th best Simic commander, we have Crewfix, God of Horizons. Now, it wouldn't be a top 10 commander list without a god on it, would it? And Crewfix has 2 of my favourite qualities in a card: indestructible and no maximum hand size. Of course, the most valuable piece of Crewfix is that you never waste mana. Any unused mana just becomes colourless that you can use whenever you like in the future. Grab those copies of Wilderness Reclamation and Seedborn Muse, because we want to be untapping all that mana at every chance we get. With all that unused colourless mana, with Crewfix most people tend to lean into that horrific Eldrazi tribal. Spend all that colourless mana that will add up quickly, especially with Seedborn Muse, and cast all those big, strong, powerful Eldrazi. Use all the vast card draw options at your disposal, which is super common in blue, to give yourself a better chance of winning. And with Crewfix, you've got no danger of discarding down to 7 thanks to that no maximum hand size. For a 5 CMC card, Crewfix is one that is so powerful and makes me ask the question, why have I not made a deck around it yet? For the 8th best Simic commander, we have Varel of the Hullclade. And for Varel, we're going counter crazy. Throw in all those creatures who rely on +1/+1 counters, get in all those creatures who love to proliferate, and then use Varel to double all those counters. 2 must-haves in this deck are Hydra's Growth and Kiora's Follower. Enchant a creature and watch it grow every turn, and then use Kiora's Follower to untap Varel and then get 2 uses out of its ability per turn. As with my always legendary Gathering the Magic Card of the Deck award, this time it has to go to the Ozolith. Yes, the legendary artifact from Ikoria is a must-have. If any of those counters are leaving because your creatures somehow got sent to the Shadow Realm, then those counters will go straight on the Ozolith and straight back on your creatures on your combat turn. A super powerful deck, and with the overwhelming amount of +1 enchantments at your disposal, this is a commander that can get really strong super quick. For the 7th best Simic commander, we have Prime Speaker Vanifer. The Prime Podmaster cares all about sacking those creatures and searching out even better creatures. Time to get out all those creatures like Breaching Hippocamp and Bounding Krasis. Get out those creatures that ETB and untap Prime Speaker so you can use Vanifer's ability again and again. There are so many of these options too that this plan can be used over and over and over and over again. Must-have enchantments have to be Intruder Alarm and Freed from the Real. Again, get those options to untap Prime Speaker and start searching and searching until you can get out those really big boy endgamers and swing in and smash your opponents in the face en route to a nice, easy victory. Just missing out on the top half, the 6th best Simic commander is Rashmi, Eternity's Crafter. Essentially the Cascade Queen, Rashmi is going to let you potentially play an extra card for free each turn. Stack your deck with plenty of those flash options, because as it says, each turn you bet that will trigger on each opponent's turn too. Those cards like Tidal Barracuda and Teferi, Mage of Zhalfir are essential too. Expand that available option of flash and then whack down cards like Wavebreak Hippocamp and Brineborn Cutthroat, so you're drawing those extra cards and beefing up your creatures. Get in those useful artifacts like Lifecrafter's Bestiary and Crystal Ball 2. Scry to your heart's content and really fix what is coming up. And if you really want to cascade into Rashmi's Cascade, then fit in those copies of Apex Devastator, Sweet Gun Recluse, and the abundance of Cascade options available, and soon you'll be as wide as me after a trip to KFC. Rashmi is a sickening Simic option, and as with many on this list, is one that can get out of hand really quick. For the 5th best Simic commanders, we have Peer, Imaginative Rascal, and Toothy, Imaginary Friend. Yes, the cheeky pair from Battlebond are a firm favourite amongst Simic players, because they just play off so well with each other. Once again, we're using that army of +1 counters, as when you draw a card, you put a +1 counter on Toothy, and when you put a +1 counter on a creature, Peer makes you add even more counters. So to really kick this off, you really want to be drawing as many cards as possible, and with blue, you bet there are so many options, and so cheap too. Cards like Bioshift are perfect here as well. Pass over those +1/+1 counters for 1 mana of either colour if you're about to lose a creature. You'll hopefully be drawing so many cards, so make sure you have my beloved no maximum hand size options like Reliquary Tower, Spellbook, and many other options available. Finally, have those cards like Ominous Seas and Teferi's Ageless Insight to really reward you for drawing all of those cards. A perfect partner pairing that is going to make you want to have your own imaginary friend.
Did we just become best friends? Yup!
For the 4th best Simic commander, we have Kamena, Tyrant of Araska. Kamena has one route to victory, and that is Merfolk Tribal. And let's quickly go through the millions of Merfolk that are available. From recent sets like Zendikar and Commander Legends to Merfolk from back in the day, there are just so many that you can choose from. You really want to get out those Merfolk quick too, so you can use Kamena's 3rd ability and start putting those +1 counters on all your Merfolk. Get out those Merfolk loving enchantments like Deeproot Waters and Merrow Commerce. Create even more Merfolk and untap them at the end of your turn. Use cards like Icon of Ancestry and Herald's Horn to give all your Merfolk a boost, and finally add in those cards like Mercfiend Liege and Vanquish's Banner, because Merfolk aren't really known to be the strongest of creatures, so having cards like these will really boost your army and stand you an even better chance for winning the game. Taking the bronze medal, the 3rd best Simic commander is Kinen Bonder Prodigy, a very popular CEDH option, creating endless mana with cards like Freed from the Real, Peminzora and Basalt Monolith, but we're here to just talk about regular EDH, not those turn 2 or 3 wins. Make sure with Kinen you have all those early mana creatures so you can ramp up in no time and use Kinen's ability. Now, hopefully using Kinen's ability, you're managing to get out creatures such as Craterhoof Behemoth, or even an Ulamog if you're feeling extra filthy. If you are feeling extra filthy, then Eldrazi is definitely the name of the game with Kinen, as Eldrazi are famously expensive to cast, and cheating them out with Kinen is going to save you so much mana. Nyxbloom Ancient is absolutely essential with Kinen, as Kinen allows those creatures to tap for an extra mana, and Nyxbloom already allows those permanents to tap for 3 times the mana. That is mana for days. A mana-loving man, and one that I hear Meme Master Steve is looking to craft very soon in the near future. The runner-up and 2nd best Simic commander is Azuri, Claw of Progress. Azuri is all about playing 2 mana or cheaper creatures, getting those experience counters, and then putting those counters on your creature depending on the amount of experience counters you own. So fill your deck with cheap creatures like Sage of Hours and Gaia Sage, who already revolve around +1 counters. Cards like Simic Ascendancy and Blighted Agent work wonders with Azuri too. Boost up Simic Ascendancy and start beefing up that unblockable poison agent, and soon your opponents will be dead to infect. Commanders previously on this list like Varel and Zagana would work wonders in the 99 here too. Sneak in those copies of Overwhelming Stampede and Triumph of the Hordes to stick on those unblockable creatures, and your opponents won't stand a chance. Azuri is one powerful foe that you'd rather have on your side than be facing, so maybe it's just about time to build that Azuri deck. Winner and the best Simic commander is Tatiova, Benthic Druid. The most popular choice by a long way, and you can see why. It just pops off so much. Whenever a land ETBs, you draw a card and gain a life. Firstly, get in all those cards that allow you to play extra lands like Iaci and Azusa, and whack in those cards that let you play lands from anywhere like Ramunap Excavator and Ancient Green Warden. Then fill those decks with the many landfall options so you can be playing those lands, drawing cards with Tatiova, and then having many creatures that will add some extra triggers for you and really see you pop off. There are plenty of instants and sorceries too that will allow you to play more lands each turn to get the maximum out of those triggers. And finally, have plenty of those lands that you can play, then crack to get another land out, because 2 land triggers are always better than 1. Tatiova is a card that's in the 99 of my Tishana deck, but one now after doing this list that I really want to make an entire deck around. There we have it, that is the list. Any commanders that you think should have made it in here? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to smash the like button on this video, subscribe for all things Magic the Gathering, and hit that notification bell so you always see when our videos go live. All our social medias and affiliate links are in the description below, so do check those out. For now though, I'm all tapped out, so I'll see you in the next video.